Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me today for another project share. And as you can see, the title of the book, the journal I'm sharing is Olive, mainly because of the color palette. Not just green, it includes all the different colors of olives, the olive tree, blacks, browns, golden yellow, and stuff. But actually, it was initially inspired by that little junk of shampoo, empty shampoo packet that was junk. Okay, before I get carried away, so I have this little kind of an ensemble. I have a small ephemera packet. I made a little teeny tiny booklet that's kind of like a charm. Um, the journal is a one signature, but it's really packed with papers. So on the cover is a collage layered. You'll see. I don't know how to describe it, but those I have made a closure out of that sari silk I was pointing out. I bound the single signature with that really thick cord that's gold. It's really cord. It's really beautiful cord. And then the front cover I collage a couple of cardstock printed with Heather's Digital. By the way, this is a Ruby and Pearl design project. No longer in the team, but I had these projects. I told Heather that I will be sharing a couple of them still. So the little flip layer in the front cover with the shampoo packet, I collaged it with an authentic antique French wallpaper in the shade of green, a little bit of purple, and I'll show a close up later probably. They're kind of like it kind of mimics the olives. Okay, and the front cover I collaged it with cut up pieces or kind of like scraps, but I did that on purpose. It was intentional. Um, One print from the darker green that's more olive. Well, they're all olives. Was from sea glass. I tweaked it a little bit so it's that dark olive green, and then the other one was from her golden dress. I intentionally printed them as backing in some prints from her love notes that I used in a previous project with the intention of creating a collage that I will collage and stitch with that golden thread. And in the back cover, I used the plain print from the sea glass, which was the darker olive green. Oh, I was struggling. I know this is a packet, a, a packet with a pocket, but I can't. I struggled putting something in here. So I also I had this in mind. I switched it, sharing it for the month of March for spring and as well as Lent and kind of like Easter. So I have that beautiful image of Jesus that was from the prayer card. And okay, showing the inside has an inside antique lace lace that I made into a pocket covering a little bit of that William Morris prints that has vibrant greens in different shades and some blues as well. And I have this, I love layers when I create journals. I know I create like little pages, but I just love the effect of layers. And I used that kind of like yellow, brown, golden brown manila envelope that I dyed, coffee dyed until I got that like really black effect, or was it patina kind of. Um, Got some kind of like a fussy cut. That's a print from one of the like spring kits of Heather from maybe a few years ago. I use a mix of a lot of vintage old antique papers that I had to like really reinforce each. That's why it kind of like got a little bulky. This print is from, you know, the stripe from the angel background that I printed in brown paper. Love this print from the flower seller. I was like thinking of spring when I was creating this as well. It's been a while when I created this, but I think I finished it like sometime early this year. And I love that yellow. It's like the golden yellow. I was like thinking of like olive oil, right? So I it's a scrap I think I don't know my words anymore. Okay. It's been a while since I recorded. I have a vintage kind of like rag that's really grungy. And the look of this I intentionally made this journal to look like grungy. Okay. I got a little an extra piece of I don't know my words, doily. I use it as a reinforcer in one of the page, and then this is the extra piece, and I made a pocket out of it, and then it's also a tuck from the side. Sorry, I dropped my iPad. I got that little, it's like a shimmery fabric that I made a pocket out of. I could stuff something in there, but I know it's been chunky. Here's the doily I was talking about. So really brittle antique book page, and I have that really. It's this is also a very old doily, French doily. The I can't bear to stitch, so I just inserted it as an insert there. I think this print was from Beautiful Birds. This is one of the love note envelopes that Heather released this year. But this particular one, I tore it apart and used the entire thing in the journal, but it's not as an envelope anymore. Okay, this one I backed with something from the Millet. I'll write down all the prints that I could remember, the digital kits that I used. This is a cabbage dyed paper, and then I just added it with a linear sari silk ruffle. A little tuck in there. Many of the little things that I used here as tucks and stuff, accents are kind of like scrap pieces. I'm trying to get some of my scraps finished. Oh, I don't know what I was looking for. But this is the envelope that I said that I dyed maybe several of them. And those papers on the sides were some of the papers that I used in here. Another William Morris print. And I love that print. William Morris drawings. Because of the black, the yellow, golden, brown. I made it into a tag. It could also be a small kind of like envelope card. I think this is from Faded Roses, the previous one, and this is a Edith Holden journal page, a journal book. Not my journaling. It's an old Edith Holden that I purchased, but there's some journaling in that particular one. This is from the Love Notes, and yeah, this is the way I printed that. I think I printed it to a page, but in the inside, I printed that print from sea glass. And I just tuck in some little pieces of paper that can be used throughout the journal. And here's another prayer card that I kind of like tweaked to make it longer. I wanted it to be long enough so that both the image of Jesus and the was that prayer sentiment would show, but you know that's how it happened. And this print from Faded Roses is like olive oil, something, probably a label or something. And I made two little envelope out of that big golden yellow manila envelope. I think I was pointing because I wanted to use that book plate in there, but I felt like it would be too chunky. Yeah. This is from the coffee dyeing. So another envelope there that I tucked some little stuff that can be used for collaging. Uh, Tag, no, I use quite a bit of greens, like what I said, blacks, and some, of course, neutrals. And I think that print is from Bird Notes, with the spring, love the sounds of the birds. And here's, yeah, I meant to make that. It's a pocket. It's a vellum printed, no, vellum embossed paper. I think this print was also from the Faded Roses. It's like, I love this. This is from Beautiful Words, but I forgot to flip the the sentiment inside. Cabbage dyed, and this beautiful vintage French postcard. I love this paper. It just came out like that. I think it's a prescription paper. I think I got it from Rosil Paper a while back. But I like that it turned into several flip pages or flip outs. Here's another one tab that came out from that bigger love note envelope. And there's a little tuck there. I love the patina that the coffee dyeing made with that golden brown envelope. And here's another vintage. I think this is probably an envelope that I made into a journaling card. A little scrap piece of fabric, and this is kind of more like a sage or mint green, but that print is from one of her wallpapers. I can't remember exactly. Here's another William Morris. I think it's William Morris, but I think it's from another kit. And I love that I printed it in a paper that has that little strip of green. Here's olive oil, I think. I have a little waxed seal of Lily of the Valley. And the other side of that grungy, really grungy ragged French paper. I got that, I think Ledger, I think it's a cover of Ledger. And then there's the French Ledger in yellow. A little sample, I think dates from the past, sorry. And some scraps with a little bit of stenciled spackle. Another, maybe from one of the botanicals. A little tab, tuck, a journaling card. Most of the I forgot what I'm trying to say. It's another tuck there with one of the tabs from the love note envelope. And this is like a stiff ribbon. I think I forgot who gave me this. And love that little white lace trim. And this is the inside book, the inside of the back cover with the William Morris drawings print. And I made a little collage pocket out of a vintage mail, and I tucked in a letter from something. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty old. And I kind of like the embossing I had shade. So that's the back cover. That's from the sea glass. I tweaked the color a little bit so it's a darker green. Well, that's it for the flip through. I hope you did find some inspiration from this project. Let me know if you have any questions. I know I always say that, but it takes me a while to get back with anybody who's asking something or making a comment. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for your support here. Yes, I did mention earlier that I'm no longer in the design team, and most of my YouTube videos are mainly Ruby and Pearl projects. But I do have one more, and Heather knows it, and she told me when I told her that I'm gonna be leaving the team last year, that I could post the other projects I have at any time. So hopefully you join me whenever I finished editing. It's already done. I just need to edit the video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and for all your support here on YouTube, your likes, your comments, those who subscribe, watch my video, both here and on Instagram. Thank you for all your support. It's been a wonderful experience sharing my creations and project with you guys, and I truly appreciate all your support. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.